Here are some practical cutting techniques you could use to make the most of your action sequences.
We will be using some footage specially shot for this exercise in Premiere Pro. So before we begin, let's start by opening a new project and importing the rushes. As we proceed, you will realize that we have shot the same pieces of action from different angles in entirety. Maintaining physical continuity becomes essential here. One gets the chance to explore the idea of using different shot magnifications depending on the effect that has to be generated.
Action reaction. Every blow must be felt. The best way to do that is to clearly show the audience the impact of the moment using reactions and the effect of the action.
To begin, let's first create a new timeline. Look for the appropriate takes and then select the required portions by selecting in and out points within the source window. First, drag and drop the master shot and the two shot onto the timeline. Now look for the point where you can make a cut on movement between these two shots. Notice that there are 5 points of interaction between the actors. The first one is where they're simply looking at each other. The next is when one of them attacks. And the third one is when the other one dodges him. Then there is a pause, and the first one attacks again. This is dodged once again, and he gets kicked in the head. Look again. The look exchange, the attack, the pause, the second attempt, and the counter attack. Always look for the entire action in the master shot and the two shot, both of which we have here. By doing that, you get to know all the information in the scene or the sequence. Depending on which information is important, you can go ahead and cut to different magnifications. One more thing. When editing such sequences, you must know where the focus is supposed to be. Actor 1 makes a move, pause. This is your point of action. Immediately, there's a counter action. Now, depending on where you want the focus to be, becomes a cut on action. Notice that the actors are not actually hitting each other. By making a cut on the action, like this, you give the audience an illusion that they're actually hitting each other. Making this cut effective is very important. Now look here. I am removing all extra frames from both the shots while doing so. I cut from the master shot onto a two shot where the action matches. While doing so, first, I get rid of all the overlapping action and play back the action just before the point of cut to see whether the two shots are matching each other. After you've made the cut, go back to your footage and select the close-up of the first actor as he reacts to the counter-attack. This shot will be necessary as a reaction to the blow that he has received as a counter-attack. Notice how we decide to keep a stay on this shot as a reaction to the action in the previous shot. Continue with the remainder of the scene in the same way. In the second half of the scene, the actor waits after he reacts and then makes a second attack. You have a bunch of opportunities made available for a cut. Over here, remember that you have to make the cut based on how the actor is reacting to the action in the shots.
Speed ramping. Ramping up the speed of the ending part of a shot and the beginning of the next shot creates a flow and makes the cut seem continuous. It enhances the tension of the moment as well.
Let's do the same thing to begin with. Pull down all the shots required for this edit. There are different ways to ramp up speed of a shot. First, let's look for the most obvious one. Cut the portion you want to slow down. Press V and then C to make the cut. Then, select the cutout portion of the shot and right-click on it. Click on Speed Duration and slow it down accordingly. Look how the clip has slowed down. There is another way to smoothly ramp up shots on Premiere Pro. On the top left of your clip, notice an effects button. Right-click on that and select Time Remapping and select Speed. Increase the size of your video layer by going to the left corner, selecting the video layer and dragging it up, just like that. Did you notice how the layer has changed and a line has appeared? Press Ctrl and hold it down, and look how a plus sign appears on the cursor. Each time you press the horizontal line, you will be able to create keyframes. Now pull those keyframes up or down to slow or speed up the shot according to your requirement. Just like that. Now let's see how this works for your edit. Slow down the shot without making a cut. In the same two shot, notice how slowing the shot down has added more drama. The camera is moving on a track. This has given it a more dynamic movement when the second character kicks the first one.
Skipping frames at the impact of a hit. Another way to artificially create intensity is to cut frames just before the impact and create a minute jarring moment. Add a layer of sound design and it works really well.
Let's play back the shot before we begin. Let's make this look more exciting. We will first start by making cuts in the shot. Press V and then skip 2 frames and make a cut. Play it back. Play it again to see how it works. Notice how the action now seems discontinuous but more intense.